All right, so I'm back at the store, and I'm not alone. I'm here with Joette. Maybe Joette, you want to introduce yourself?
Yep, my name's Joette, and I am here helping out Santiago with some of the social and marketing stuff until we, open up the store soon.
Yeah, we're very, very happy to have Joette joining the team. We really want to make this space about community and bring people from the Pioneer Square, the Seattle area, into the Outpost, and enjoy once this is full of wares to really enjoy this space. So thank you for joining us, and we really hope we can kind of tell some good stories. And part of it is starting with our video series, right?
Yes.
That was a great idea. So I don't think we have a good name for it.
I think we talked about the Outpost Broadcast.
The Outpost Broadcast.
Maybe?
We're over-branding everything, man. It's a pilot of a video series. We'll talk about stuff, we'll talk about new products, we'll talk about tools that we like, and we'll talk about the news. So some stationery news and some business news, and yeah, hopefully it'll be fun. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So let's start with the first topic. All right, so it's the shoehorn section of the video. No? Okay, sorry. But I didn't bring a shoehorn. Well, here's the thing. So I was thinking that for our first, what we call kit of the week.
Yeah. Let's tell people what kit means, because that's a European term that maybe not a lot of people know.
Kit?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
K-I-T.
Yeah, what's a kit?
A kit is a collection of things that are tools that can help you, with your everyday. That's how I think about it.
Gotcha.
Right?
So it's not like sports kits.
Well, they are a collection of tools that can help you with sports.
There you go.
So
Okay.
they are the same. So only that because we don't sell sports stuff, then our kit is usually stationary or analog tools.
So it's a toolkit.
It's a toolkit.
Analog toolkit.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
So kit of the week.
To be like something that's portable. It could be something they use at home. It could be something they use when they're traveling.
Yeah, but I actually brought this, and I'll come to it in a second, because I've some things that are highly valuable but not as visible, and I just wanted to point those out that are important to me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. So I wanna share my 5 items of this week.
Do it.
All right. Cool. So I found it really useful to keep measuring tapes everywhere, because there's usually what happens is when you're asking a question about how many inches this is, whatever it is, you don't have one at hand.
Yeah.
And I do use the phone sometimes that has a measuring application, and I don't trust it
I don't
because
either.
I don't know
Yeah.
where I put in that 3D schema.
Yeah.
I don't know where it put the initial point and the last point, so I don't know if it's real measurement. So one of my favorite tools is this very tiny measuring tape. It goes up to 6 feet. So it's not that long, but it's super helpful because you can just put it in your bag or just keep it with you, and then you're looking at a desk and you do your quick measure. So it's super helpful.
Yeah.
So that's one. So
Makes sense.
Keep a small measuring tape, and then if your budget allows, keep as many measuring tapes as you can everywhere. So you're always close to one. The other tool, this one is actually one that I keep all the time. This is my traveler's notebook book. This is the closest thing that I have to a commonplace notebook. And it's just a collection of notebooks actually, but it's this place where I want to write more, let's call it deeper thoughts that I want to collect. It's not a diary, it's not, anything like that. It's just nearby so I can write in those notes or little lists of things that I appreciate. And
look,
it's just
my name's on there.
Sorry?
You said you appreciate my name's on there. No, just kidding.
There you go. People that I appreciate. Yeah. So it's just that. So it's just little notes, and it's less of a journal, and it's more about just having something that can travel with me, so I can write little quick notes. I also have my current inked fountain pen is a Pelican. I love just the design of this one.
Ooh.
Ruthie Rother.
I don't remember.
It's the name.
It's the second series, I think.
Yeah.
They came out with one last year.
I just like kind of this Art Nouveau, Art Deco, Bauhaus, kind of those first 30 years of the last century. Some cool designs out of it. And because I'm testing an ink plotter Not an
Oh.
ink plotter, like a pen plotter.
Okay.
Are you familiar with pen plotters?
Is that the one that router writes?
It's like a little router. You put a pen,
Yeah,
and then it
yeah,
does
yeah.
stuff for you. Because we're doing some stuff for the store. I have a Rotring isograph pen. If you are into architecture, you are very familiar with this. So that's what I'm carrying. So this is my pens for the week. And the last one is one that we carry in the store that we just made available. And it's the Tom Studio pens. These are really, I love them. First of all, it's like a little rod.
That's the Lumos,
Which I
right?
love, yeah. And it has 2 pens in one. So I have one that's a felt tip. And inside you can scroll out, and now I have a little brush pen. And I think we have a blog post that talks about this. We have a review.
Yep.
So this is it's going everywhere with me. It's compact. It's like a little rod, and it just kind of goes everywhere. And I love the color. And a little blue one.
Nice.
Is that? And then the last one.
Yeah.
So we can close the loop. So that was 4 was all of this.
1, 2, yeah. Okay.
And the last one is a shoehorn. If you don't have a shoehorn at home, but also a tiny one that you can travel with, get one. There's so much value in that half a second of you wear your shoes faster with something like this.
It's true.
That now what I have to put, this is ridiculous, but when I have to put my shoes on and I don't have a shoehorn, I'm like, oh man, gotta do this now. Like my fingers have to do some work. Like that's crazy. So I got this at a store called Labor and Weight, which, by the way, I love that name, Labor and Weight. And I don't know, I keep shoehorns wherever I can, and I have like a few tiny ones that that can travel with me.
Is it made out of antler or something?
I don't know what, this is probably made out of antler. I don't know how this one was made.
Huh.
Does the job.
Yeah.
So find a metal one, whatever it is. If you don't have shoehorns, then get into the shoehorn bandwagon, because I don't know, I sell notebooks, but might as well just start selling shoehorns as well. I think these are important to keep. But this is the kind of thing that is this silent, everyday thing that I use.
Yeah.
And I don't give it enough appreciation. Now I'm going to cry. No, I'm not going to cry. But I don't give it enough appreciation, and I think it deserves some appreciation. You know, good old shoehorn.
Good old shoehorn.
Yeah. So, we're going to be doing industry news now.
Okay.
All right? And you're the industry expert. You give me the news.
Okay.
All right.
So the latest.
What do you want to talk about?
Well, let's talk about the crazy prices that have just gone up for Japanese fountain pens specifically.
Okay.
So I don't know if you know this or not, but let's see. Platinum just announced a few weeks ago that they were increasing their prices by up to 40%.
Uh-huh.
Sailor just announced that they were doubling the prices of like a Sailor Pro Gear, which is like the standard pen that they have, and then they're raising prices on all across their line.
Okay.
Various percentages. So the Pro Gear is going to be double. Some of the other pens are going to be more, like 20 to 30% more, and they're also focusing a lot more on steel nib pens because you know, obviously gold is increasing at a crazy rate right now.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the companies are now looking to see how they could make pens more affordable while they raise the prices on all the gold nib pens.
So what I wonder though is and maybe I need to get deeper in pen nib design. Because it's not like the pen is made out of
Entirely
gold
of gold. Yeah,
So
no,
if it's if
yes.
the price is gonna go up by 40%.
Yes.
The jump, like the amount of, like I wonder what is the amount of gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually,
that it goes in the
I calculated this at one point. I sort of like, there was a post online somewhere that said there was like a certain like gram of gold in a nib. And I think the price of it, if you looked at like a $300 or $400 pen, the gold itself was $70 or something like that. So I don't think that the gold itself justifies those price increases.
Yeah.
But they could be under pressure, you know.
Yeah. Like off the top of my head, I would inquire more on, well, there's the overall cost of materials, just like what we would call inflationary pressure across the board.
Yeah.
Like it's just more, like labor is more expensive and other materials are also more expensive regardless of the cost of gold. So I don't think it's pure gold.
Yeah.
There's also the cost of money.
Yeah.
It's just more expensive to borrow, or for the last few years, it gets more expensive to borrow. So you have to raise your prices as well. I mean, yeah. What I think is unfortunate is that the entry point for some of these beautiful pens is going to be higher.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you get out of that. Right. I guess, and not an alternative, but one thing to think about is what is the new optimal entry point for fountain pens, if you're thinking about fountain pens in this case, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if you have any suggestions of
there's a whole bunch of them. So like the Lammies, right? You carry Lammies. Lammy Safaris are a good option for people who are brand new to fountain pens.
Yeah. I'm a big advocate for Lammies, by the way.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, one of the first fountain pens I decided to carry was Lamy. Kawiko is the other one, by the way.
Yeah, Kawiko's another good
I think
one.
it's portable, does a good job. But Lamy, I think, it's kind of a slightly higher than your 10 to 20. I mean, it's actually very close to $20 pen if you think about it.
Yeah.
But it's fun to use.
Different colors.
Colors are nice. Some people have opinions about how to hold it. As a left-handed person, I love how it holds. I don't know why. It just works really well for me. So yeah.
The grip. I think the grip is also something that a lot of people sort of not
that
are
kind of
particular about. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, like, we don't know things about, like, I'm not a economics expert or anything, but the power of the yen, right? Like, how's that right now? How much is the yen compared to U.S. dollars? And I'm sure all of that impacts the pricing.
And I think the last piece is tariffs. And
yes.
we're in a world of tariffs now that, I mean, I don't particularly like them, but that's the reality right now.
Yeah.
So there's this cost that, like, it cannot be distributed across, no, it is actually distributed across every participant, right? It gets more expensive for the customer, it gets more expensive for us, it gets more expensive for the producer.
Yeah, I think the what a lot of people are reacting to with these price increases, though, is those tariffs already affected prices earlier in mid 2025. And so this is on top of those tariffs that already went into effect.
I don't think that's the case. I mean, I'm saying it from my perspective because we bought some inventory prior to the tariffs rising.
Yeah.
So it's like there was a stockpile
Yeah.
of cheaper goods that sat down. So the pressure wasn't there like immediately as tariffs went into effect.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it kind of takes some time. It's kind of a lagging thing. It just takes some time for those prices to kick in.
Out of the kindness of your heart, we'll say as a retailer, do you keep the same prices that you paid for, or do you adjust to the market?
This is like self-promotion. Like I'm a kind. No. I try to keep the price as competitive as possible. That's one thing.
Yeah.
I don't want to raise the price all of a sudden, but at the same time, if suddenly something costs me 20% more, like the price has to be reflected somewhere. If you have line of sight that the tariffs are going down or some prices are going down, then you keep your prices low and competitive. But at some point you're going to start losing money.
Yeah.
So at some point you have to make the switch. And it hurts a lot to raise your prices. And it's the last thing you should be doing when you're making choices, right? Yeah.
Well, here's another thing though. So I think manufacturers set the prices and they're the ones who tell the retailers what to sell it for. I think those are for like official retailers. So for example, with these price increases, right? I saw overnight all the stores online increased all of their prices at the same time. I think they're mandated by the pilots, the sailors, platinums of the world. So I don't know how that affects you specifically.
I don't have pilot, platinum or seller in the store right now, so I didn't get that email.
Yep.
We don't carry Lamy and Kawiko. Nobody told us to do anything about that. And from the other providers, they don't tell us what it is. What you usually get is your retailer price, and then a suggested retail price.
Yep.
So I don't know. I would say that we've spoken a lot about the news so far. That's it. Let's see if we can make something out of that.
Yeah, let's see how that worked.
Yeah.